Sorry about that, YouTube. My phone cut out my video, so I have to do a part 2 to the last video. So, after he seen me in the park, and I'm not really wanting him to see me like that, I was pissed. I was pissed at myself. I was pissed. And it made me realize that I didn't want that life. I wasn't gonna be stuck out there for years, just become some person that's wandering the streets. That's not me. I wasn't raised up to be that. I was raised up to be I was raised in somewhat of a good family, somewhat of a good family. I mean, every family has issues, but my family had some issues, and then I moved here to Portland and stuff. But back to my topic. After he seen me, we talked, and I gave him a cigarette and shit, being nice, because I had cigarettes on me that time. I just got back from seeing my mom that day. And after he left, I went over, and I sat down on my blanket, and I started crying. I was in tears. And my friends that were there with me at the time, they asked me what was wrong. And I told them, I'm ashamed. I am ashamed of myself. And I am ashamed of him seeing me like that. And seeing me on the streets and seeing me struggling. Somebody who's seen me in high school. And it's just crazy. I sat there and I cried for 20 minutes. And my friend said, would you rather him see you in the house doing good and not out here, or would you rather him see you on some street corner begging for money, or in the park smoking weed as a homeless person in Portland? And that just sparked and got the ball rolling. Like, I moved back to my parents. I started getting my shit together. I am still in the process of getting my shit together. It is a long, long process. So, all in all, I finally, after I woke up, I realized that all those years of living here, that people that were around me only had my best interest at heart. And I was too stupid to listen. I thought I knew it all. I thought I could rebel, And you know something? I got out on the streets. It was fun. I mean, I did have fun downtown. I did have a lot of good memories down there. But the first time I got out on the streets was with my brother Sashka. And we were walking downtown. And we were just chilling and shit. And it was awesome. I'd never been in the city before. I was all country raised girl. I'd never been in the city. And I've lived in Portland for almost 9 years and didn't go downtown until I turned 18. So, once I turned 18 and I was out on the streets and shit, I met Kevin about 2 months after I was on the streets. And I met Marijuana Man, his brother, the same night that I met Kevin. And that's where our friendship began, and it's been a year since that time. So, after we met, it was good. It was a good friendship, Very easygoing dude, He told me he very particular, the shit turns to talk about. I can't talk about him too much. I mean, that's his private shit. But anyways, I got out on the streets. I started hanging out with Marijuana Man. Like, me and Marijuana Man, we were wandering around downtown Portland. We went over to Vancouver. Fucking stayed in Vancouver one night, just messing around over in Vancouver. We walked all the way from Portland across the bridge to Vancouver. Took us 3.5 hours to get over there because I was walking really slow because I had a lot of shit on my back. So, but then that was back when I had that really fucked up, pissy attitude, and I thought I could beat anyone's ass, I thought I could beat anyone's ass. And this is around the time that I think I was still, no, it was after I broke up with Draco. I think I was single during this time. And me and Marijuana Man were sitting downtown. We were there with a few other of the people from the HYC. We're all drinking beers and shit. Fucking, I'm getting hammered. I'm fucking drunk off my ass already. And I go up top of O'Brien Square, because O'Brien Square is the park downtown Portland. It has 3 different levels to it. So I go up top, fucking around, I wander when I get drunk. I'll walk away and not even think about it. I'll just start walking. It's really weird. But I walked up top and there was this girl sitting there. And I knew her brother and I said, "What's good, homie?" I acted all cool and shit, trying to act like a big old tough bitch, being a dumbass. And her fucking sister, or whoever the fuck she was, I don't even know who the fuck she was, sits there and says, "Don't you fucking talk to my brother like that," and shit. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck did I do? And then we started getting in this huge fight. And that, I walked out of O'Brien Square and I should have kept my mouth shut. She said, "Bitch, you better shut your ass up before I come beat your ass." And I said, "Bitch, come try it. I'll be waiting down, below O'Brien Square, because there's a parking garage, and that's where I was." Wasn't in the parking garage. I was outside by the bench. There's a bench by the parking garage. And she comes down there, and she beat the shit out of me. She whipped my ass. I didn't even fight back, actually. I just took it. I didn't even, I couldn't fight back. There was no way to fight back. I was way too fucking hammered. I couldn't even barely walk, let alone swing. And she beat my ass. And ever since that night, I can't fight anymore. I can't hit somebody in a good conscience. Because whatever the fuck she did to me that night, it fucked up my confidence. Because me and Michael, he patched me up after the fight, and everything. And after that, he started treating me different. He was looking at me like a loser. And I felt like a loser, literally. I've never lost a fight in my life. Usually the fights that I start, I'll beat the shit out of somebody easily. Back then I had the temper to do it. But after that, Michael we kind of just stopped hanging out, started getting really fucking tense between us. So we stopped hanging out. So I'm sitting there and shit, and, it's the next day after I got drunk, after I tried to fight Bailey, or whatever the fuck her name was. We're up at fucking Red Doors, and we went up there and we met up with Kevin, and we went upstairs of Red Doors. It's a Baptist church in downtown Portland that helps out the homeless, gives you out clothes and shit and food and toiletries, and if on occasion when they have it, they'll give you a sleeping bag or a backpack or something, and sometimes they had dog food, bus passes, the normal stuff that you need to survive on the streets. And so we went up there and met up with Kevin, sat down, had breakfast. Me and I was sitting there, I was all bruised up and shit. I swelled up and fucking, it was, I looked like complete shit. And I'm like, oh my god, I feel ugly. And I said that out loud, and both, I think they both told me to shut up. And I forgot what Kevin said, but he said something to me, and I forgot what it was. And honestly, I think that was one of many times actually that I've had doubts about myself, and those were the two guys that always helped me get my confidence back when I was out on the streets. But yeah, well, I'm about to go to bed. I'm stoned as fuck, and yeah. So I'll continue this. I'm gonna start vlogging. I'm gonna start telling my story. And to any of you that listen, thank you. Please comment, subscribe, like this video. Alright, peace.